Hello and welcome once again to Daisy Brain Video here on Daisy Brain Video. For today's edition of Covideo Diaries, I thought I would answer some viewer mail. Let's see what we have here. Cardi B from New York asks, how do you feel about the stimulus package? Well, to be honest, I don't feel stimulated by the package. I mean, no matter how big it is, don't get me wrong, it's a big package. You know, but I just hasn't touched me in a way that I can really feel it. Let's see what else we got here. Joseph Allen Maldonado Passage from Address Withheld by Request asks, what are some things you're going to do you're looking forward to doing once the pandemic is over? Well, finally taking my face off. No, I actually meant finally taking my face mask off during our neighborhood orgies. Being able to help old people up when they've fallen in puddles on the street instead of stepping over them to keep them safe. Using toilet paper again instead of medical grade face masks. Taking care of myself by cutting back to just half a gallon of ice cream in the morning and another half gallon at night, perhaps. Getting mugged in the street again instead of on Zoom. Trust falls to where I don't have to just let my partner fall and step back while they writhe in pain. Making out in a dark movie theater with my lover instead of just with a stranger. Not having to threaten to breathe on someone just to cut in line. Not having to wash my soap with other soap. Not having to dress up as a professional basketball player or a tiger just to get a medical test. Only looking at pornography during my lunch break at work. I'm looking forward to celebrating, partying, going to church, driving and flying places, buying useless plastic pieces of crap made and sent from around the world while the planet slowly dies from somebody else's environmental irresponsibility. Okay, so-and-so asks, what about face mask pimples? That is a problem, and what you can do to protect yourself is you put your face mask on, whatever kind that you happen to have scrounged together, and then you put a mask on underneath your mask to keep your mask from giving you pimples. So, like that. And then that's how you protect yourself. Okay, another one. Eric from Daisy Brain Video asks, what do I do with all my useless money that everyone's afraid to touch so stores won't take it? And I answered that question in a previous video. Here's a still. Okay. Let's see. At InstaCutieClickbait.com asks, I was setting up a cute Instagram video shot of my baby laying on top of my English Mastiff Joey, and before I could even get my camera recording, Joey ate my baby. It's okay because I'm going to have another baby with my husband right after I place our adorable honey badger Ballsy down his pants for a sexy Twitter shoot. Also, my cat keeps eating the birds I balance on her head before I can get a good shot in. I'm not sure exactly how that's a question. Okay. This question is from nearly everybody. It says, how come some people have enough toilet paper to shoot videos of toilet paper roll mazes for their gerbils and toilet paper walls for their dogs to knock over? The answer is that those are the people whose houses, as soon as the riots are scheduled to begin, will be the first ones broken into. Here's a question from me. Are the people that you see who are driving alone in their cars wearing face masks afraid that they're going to give the virus to themselves? That's what I want to know. Here's a true story. I was hanging out with my friend at a playground that may have been officially quarantined off, but there was no sign posted. He just had to crawl underneath some plastic orange tape and paper or whatever that was, barricade. But anyway, the point is that she had just told me this story about this guy who had yelled at her for not wearing a face mask outside near a grocery store, and she said that he lived in her neighborhood, and sure enough, there he was on the sidewalk, and he saw us sitting alone in this playground and took pictures of us, apparently as evidence, although I'm not quite sure what the crime is. He's exactly the kind of guy who would love living in a totalitarian state where he could turn his neighbors in for being suspected communists. All right. Here's another question from a viewer. How bad is Nutella for your keyboard, asking for a friend? The answer is not as bad as CBD oil on your keyboard, answering for a friend. That's it for today's video. Cheer up, everyone. The mortality rate for this virus might be 1 or 2%, but the mortality rate for being human, 100%.